Hey guys, Infidel 1258 here. I think I've got one person live. I don't know who's with me, but that's okay. I'm gonna be hanging out tonight. I've got my chat set up here, so drop me a question if you got any questions. And this is members only, so it's gonna be quieter. I'm gonna be checking out frequently asked questions. I'm gonna be trying to accomplish my daily quest. I've got 200 packs that I want to open because I realized I only opened 800 the other day when I tried to open 1,000. So we're gonna open 200 KS packs tonight. Yeah, lots of fun things. Hey Jim, good to see you, buddy. Get Moo Killer on here. Hey, buddy. Come on now. I'm going to work on my daily quest. I'm going to get I think it's 7 loot chests because I've used all my quest potions already. Okay, I need dragon. All range and snipers always hit. Okay. And Little League. I love the Cobalt Bruiser for the mana cost. And if I can get a stun... Oh, but snipe. Never mind. I was going to try and run... Ooh, this will work. Cobalt Bruiser behind... Twilight Basilisk in the second position. Bruiser in the first. Basilisk gets the stun. Bruiser gets the knockout. And... then I just need to build a little bit of... just a little bit of something else in the background, like the Cobalt Miner and maybe the Assassin, but we'll see about that. I don't really want to pick an archer because the archers are just going to get sniped down because that's the rule set. But then again, I think I'm going to pick him for her, because I don't see a better alternative. Let's see, is he here? Oh, you're hilarious, Jim.
Hey there.
Hey, buddy.
What's up?
Oh, you're too funny. I'm watching a live stream.
You're just trolling. Just trolling a little bit.
When I read the first sentence, I was like, oh, that's okay. And then I was like, oh, I get it. Very funny. How's your day going?
Pretty good. I just got back from D&D. So
oh, yeah. Nice. How many people play when you guys do a D&D?
What's up?
How many people play when you do that?
Oh, we have 5 playable characters and then the 1 DM. So 6 people total.
Do you DM or are you one of the players?
No, I'm one of the players.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've noticed I tend to not be good at like being a DM for like an entire campaign, but I can do one-shots. One-shots tend to be fun.
And does that take a ton of preparation? Well, for maybe if I do clip this later and nobody knows what any of this is, one-shots are like a one-off adventure in the Dungeons and Dragons world where you would craft a story and deliver it to your friends who are running characters, and it's going to begin and end that night, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's
just a one-time thing. You don't got to worry about, the whole evolution of a character and stuff like that.
As opposed to playing for many months or weeks or many evenings
years.
Is that right? Years even. Wow.
Yeah.
I've only played once, but I really like it. I mean,
it's
I would say that I enjoy the element of, like, I love RPGs, but I struggled with the character, like because I'm trying to offer, like, we were trying to be the character, and I just wasn't able to do. I'm not an actor, I guess.
Oh, yeah, it's something else.
Mhm.
I was kind of surprised you lost that. That was pretty close, though.
Yeah, I've been on a streak today, dude, of just a nasty, and that's why my last video was called like struggling in gold or something like this. Because earlier today I was playing and I'm just getting my butt handed to me. I don't know if it's because, maybe it's just a bad few games, but I kind of feel like it's a combination of still getting used to Chaos Legion, and not just getting used to Chaos Legion, but my deck has been changing every day because I'm buying a ton of new power or I'm opening new packs, and then I'm moving assets to this account or that account. And I did the math today. I've got about 2.9 million power, but I've moved about 1 million power to 4 different other accounts. And it's like, once I got to know it, I got to know my prior deck for 3 years or 2.5 years. And now there's been a lot of variability, and I'm still trying to find my comfort zone. Like, which monsters do I really like? Which ones really kick some butt? And I do feel strongly that it's like speed first should be my consideration, but I just don't know who's got the best at different scenarios. Like 13 mana, I'm not sure who I should be looking to. Of course, there's some good magic teams, but then again, sometimes archery can be so inexpensive. Or cards like this, like with the Battle Orca. This is one of the cards that I really like in the rule set where they're back to basics, because it's got the
overall stat value.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And then Zenith Archer. So maybe I'll try that. I'll try and run Igor. There's another blue archer with 4 mana. Or is it a neutral? Maybe it's a neutral. It's an archer unit. Yeah, this is Kulus.
Oh, the octopus.
Yeah. Give up too much.
Ooh.
Let's give that a shot. I'm fast. We've got a fair bit of damage, but I've only got the 1 tank, and if the archer has to go to the first line, he's not going to fire, so I might be in trouble.
Yeah. I was watching a video, Ashley.
Yep.
What's it? Ashley NFT?
Yep.
She was talking about how she got the idea from Old Man about low mana life deck.
Low mana life deck. Yeah.
Yeah. And it uses the Pellicor, Conjurer, the 1-drop who has Void, and then you have the Venari Crystal Smith along with, there's a 4-drop from Beta. I forget as well, but he's also a ranged attacker.
This is actually working out.
Holy moly.
Yeah, when you can start off, that's a good point. When you can start off with the 2 mana cost tank, you're looking pretty good, aren't you? And the Pellicor, is that what's it called again? The Pellicor, the white one?
Conjurer.
Yeah, the Conjurer. It's hard to argue with 2 mana cost for 6 or 7 or 8 hit points.
And then the Gargoyle Scrapper is the other low mana tank you could use.
Yeah, do you I have all these cards, but I don't like, so all of these 1-cost mana cards, there's one for every Splinter, I think, now. And of course they're helpful, but here's an interesting thing that I've noticed about them. So it's 4 cents per BCX, and that's not very much, but I mean, you need 400 to make a max copy, so you're talking $16 US, which is not nothing. And I would argue this card is not particularly devastating even at the highest levels. Of course, it's nice to have 2 melee damage. It's relatively quick with 3 speed, and 3 hit points is really decent for 1 mana. But I just feel like if you have 1 copy of this, or even if you have 14 copies of this to get it to Void, I feel like you've acquired most. Let's say I don't know, 75% of its total possible utility. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's worth
I
thinking
do
about.
think. What's up?
Oh, I was just saying that's worth like one way to analyze, how far you go with your monsters.
Yeah. One thing I was also thinking was Gargoyle Scrapper would be, I think, a much better card if he was in death.
Mm-hmm.
Because with Thaddeus to reduce the magic by 1,
Yes.
and this is talking about like bronze silver range.
Mm-hmm.
Then when you're looking at a lot of monsters before they're leveled up, they have like 1 or 2 magic. And if it's 1 magic,
Yeah.
right? And whether they're using obsidian or they're not using obsidian, that void with the -1 magic is now making all those mages who have 1 or 2 hitting for 0. I think that would make that card even better, but they don't have minus magic right now, I don't think.
No.
Well, I guess they do have the Crystal Werewolf, which has silence, but
older card though.
Yeah, exactly.
Good card though.
Yeah, that card's amazing.
Carrion Shade's one of those 1-cost ones, and I feel like you could just get 1 and you'd be fine, and you don't even need to because it is Chaos Legion. It's going to be included with your starter pack. I just don't really see. I mean, I guess 14 makes sense because then it's a flying unit. But how often is this going to be the real carry card for you? Even if it's an earthquake match, I just find that unlikely. So I'm just not sure I get. Of course, I want them to throw them in certain situations. I do have them, and I will not get rid of them because I think they have value. I just don't really know, even if I'm playing in my highest levels, if I'm going to go ahead and get it up here. Because here's the strange thing. Even at 150, I can give it 2 attack, which is a pretty big upgrade from 1, obviously. And so it seems to me like at level 7, save yourself the rest of your money and reinvest it in other ways that are going to create, more utility for your deck.
The how I see that card is kind of like a newer version of Cockatrice because it has the flying, it has decent speed, but it's also just 1 mana. So like you could just put him in the back to be like a sneak attack defender.
Yeah. Yeah, even if he ends up being, he probably would be, I guess he would end up being probably a 1-shot depending on what level you're playing at. If it was if you're fighting in silver, maybe he's gonna dodge because 3 speed is not bad at silver with the flying, but then these speeds are still, I mean the Cockatrice has 6, goes all the way up to 6 speed with dodge and the flying. But a poor man's version for sure, and you have to make adjustments like that. It's not, you're totally right to try and draw comparisons between a top tier card and see how you could access some of that utility for a reasonable price. Because how much is that Cockatrice? I bet it's $1 at least. Coca. Yeah, look at that, $4.
A little bit more.
So I mean.
But I mean, his stats are so much. Oh, well, he also doesn't get dodge until gold. This is one of those. Do you do that when you're building your cards? I saw you comment on one of my videos. No, somebody was asking something about should I keep 1 BCX? Should I keep my cards in 1 BCX or should I merge them? And I answered the question, and then I read your answer. Did you see that one? Did I watch it?
It was the video.
You said the same thing.
Yeah, the exact same thing. And so yeah, man, it's so important to look at like breakpoints on certain abilities. You don't just want to blindly slap them together. It's gonna be wasted money. Chaos Agent's one of the ones that I'm pretty pleased with, but it's kind of same thing. Like you're just saying with the Cockatrice, that you need to be, to get really good, you need to be fighting in gold. That's so often the case. Like these lower mana. I was saying today in my gold struggling in gold video, it's so hard sometimes to fight in lower mana matches. In like a 13 mana match, unless you have kind of one or two carry cards that can stand alone and be your tank and carry victory, like for instance like a Kron, or even like a pretty decent maybe a cheaper option would be like a Pelacor Mercenary with the I guess at gold at least you're gonna have that self heal and a decent amount of damage output.
So strong.
And this is, I guess, a pretty cheap version of what you could do by itself. Yeah. Which card did you say?
The Pelacor Mercenary. It actually carried me in a brawl today.
Did it? Nice.
Yeah.
Are you guys getting merits then if you're fighting in brawls?
Yeah.
Nice.
We've been getting like 600 or 700 a win right now.
That's awesome.
So yeah, it's going pretty well.
Are you able? Can you buy packs yet?
Yeah. We
Awesome.
got that set up. Right now we're working on the barracks, and in a few minutes here, I'll actually be able to upgrade our barracks to level 1. Right? Yeah, to level 1. And then we just got to get it to level 2 so we can start using the gladiators.
The gladiators are fun, especially after you start to get a few of them put together. I think all three of we've got 3 TNAs now, and 1 and 2 have all the capabilities to unlock gladiators.
Nice.
But number 3 does not yet. But we're going to be setting them up later this. They can earn merits, and we're going to be setting them up after the tournament. In a second here. Oops, I see what I've done.
Oh man, what happened? Our merits were extremely low today.
What'd you get?
231. I wonder how we placed. I gotta go look.
Okay, your channel. Video. I'm trying to pull up my chat on my phone, but my phone is almost dead, so I'm gonna video. Hey Shingo, how you doing, buddy? Hola. Dom, thanks for coming out. Betelgeuse, you too, buddy. Ashley, thanks for popping by. I thought I had you guys on I thought I had a pop-out window for my chat set up on my phone, and I was like relying on it, looking for, checking back and seeing if there was a comment, and then I realized that I had it on the window was not the correct window at all, so that's why I didn't see you guys until now. Thanks for coming, guys.
All right, I think I know why. We only participated in 9 of the 13 frays.
So it's some calculation of how many frays you participate in, and how many battles you win, and how that compares to other teams that compete. Is that true?
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Yeah. I mean, I am by no means like I've participated in a lot of brawls. I've bought the packs, but I don't consider myself an expert in terms of how the guild stuff works yet. And I want to learn more about it, but it's like I want to understand how land is going to work, and I want to maximize my understanding of Chaos Legion. And this game feels like a full-time. I said somebody today or yesterday, they were saying that they feel like once land's out, this game is going to be a full-time job, and I think that's probably.
I can see it.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, depending on how you play it right now, it's already a full-time job. Because I spend hours like scouring the market.
Are you shopping still?
Always.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. I've been buying a lot of things lately. I bought a gold foil Quixodevious for $210 or something. I bought $215 worth of some other gold foil summoners. Yeah, man. I've been a busy bee.
Yep. I haven't even Wow. I apparently haven't even done my airdrops today.
Mhm.
Man, I am slacking.
And that's an indication of my, if I look at my airdrops and I see I have like 1,000 SPS, that tells me that I've been detached. I've been too busy to be paying attention.
Yeah.
So I am gonna open a couple hundred packs here, guys, because I did the math the other day. You know, we were trying to do 1,000 last week, Jim, and I went back watching the video, and we started at, I forget what number, but we only opened 8 to mine, unless I just clipped 200 of them and like deleted that portion of it, which I don't think happened. So I'm gonna open another couple.
I was gonna say I could have swore we opened up 200 and then we were doing something else for a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and then we went back.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Ooh, look at this. I'm actually gonna lose I think, because he's got me poisoned, and the force field on the Oceanus is, oh, the 2 damage on the from the Cobalt might save me, because the 2 damage is hitting harder than the grunt, or than my Grum. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna be good.
yeah, I see.
If it wasn't for the Cobalt chipping away at the Oceanus, I wouldn't have made it. Because that
Wow.
poison got me.
I
Nice.
love that miner.
Oh, so good.
That dude has carried me so much before Chaos Legion came out.
The Gladiator cards do count towards power, Ashley. They actually have the,
Which is so weird to me.
yeah, since you can't use them, you'd think,
Yeah.
yeah. Wish I could see the amount of collection power here, but see, how could I do? Oh,
It says it at the end, the DEC.
is the same, that equates to it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it's untamed level.
Yeah, and that, some of these are level. These are all the gladiators I have. This is one of my favorite ones. Ketra.
Oh, do you have any gold ones?
I don't. Oh, I do.
I got one. Okay.
But this one I find, this is fun. It must have attacks at higher levels.
Oh, I actually I like that for if you got Grum.
How would it? Oh, I see. It could. The Bloodlust could trigger, I guess, if it thorn kills, or if it return fires.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I really just like it for the plus speed, and it's 4 mana
Yeah,
plus speed.
and it's a good amount of hit points too, which is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good card. But
Oh, and then you can put him at the back because he's got 8 speed as well. Holy cow.
Yeah, and he's got dodge at the highest level too, which like,
Oh, does
this
he?
is the interesting
Yeah.
thing. I wanted to say 2 things. It's going to take forever to upgrade our arsenal of gladiators,
Brawls.
because you need so many copies, and you can only buy X amount of packs. Like, probably even if you're in a really high elite guild and you're succeeding in your brawls, you're probably only going to buy 1 gladiator pack per week or whatever. And and so it just takes forever to put them together in a way that's going to reach higher and higher levels. And I had something else I wanted to say. I wish I could buy them. I wish I could go out and buy them, but that's part of why I love them too, because I can't, and now I covet them.
Yep. The good thing about the store is that the higher level, it increases your merit percentage from rewards.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it goes up to like 200%, so you can get triple.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, yeah, that's at level 10.
Wow. Dom says he saw Gank get a legendary gold foil drop, and he got an extra 50k power from that.
Nice.
That's crazy.
You know what that really is? 5 more SPS every day.
Yeah. And
That's what that is.
For 6 months. This is a card I really love. Anything with Lightning Strike or Double Strike, I'm a huge fan of. But then when this tags up with the Bloodlust, do you think there's going to be more Bloodlust cards? I think there is. Do you think there's going to be more this season with the more Chaos Legion airdrops?
I don't. Oh, you're saying for the airdrops that are coming out? I don't think so, because the next one's going to be a dragon. I don't think they're going to essentially make it to where every single color can have Bloodlust.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think they're going to give it to a summoner.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
we probably won't get any more.
I think they probably won't give it to a summoner either. That makes sense to me. That theory. That would be pretty wild. It would especially it feels to me that would. So the one thing you could say on the one hand is that if every monster had Bloodlust, that wouldn't necessarily make you that much more deadly, because Bloodlust only triggers when that monster kills somebody, and there's only ever possibly 6 monsters that can kill. And so yes, absolutely it would be powerful to have every monster have Bloodlust. But it's not like, I mean, if you're actively killing my monsters, even if you kill one of my monsters, that's a good indication, without knowing anything else about the map and the battle. It's a pretty good indication that you're at least in close contention for that, or maybe that you're already winning it. And so Bloodlust feels a little bit like it's going to really help you win. You win decisively in matches where you probably would win anyways. And in other situations, I don't know that. So you don't trigger it if you're not close. And so, yeah, I just wonder. I don't think they will. I'm not saying that they're going to give that to a summoner, but I just feel like it wouldn't necessarily be broken.
I think it actually could be, because all the stats that one creature is getting.
Yeah.
Because sure, you're only killing 6 times, but what it actually is one monster is getting 3 stat increases. And sure, it could be random every single time. Say we increase every single creature that we have, that it increased the damage. But if they now had armor, but it was already gone, well, now they have that armor back, and if they're doing melee or range, that's an entire hit alive.
Yeah, I agree.
So I think it is a little bit better than, kind of what we're saying.
I see your point. I still think that, if they can't get the kill, then they don't get it's like one of those, if you begin winning, it's going to definitely help you snowball that win. And if I want to, I guess, side with you on that conversation, it makes me think then. So I feel like there's 2 ways to go with this. They might be really excited about the ability, and they want to put it in the hands of a summoner, because let's get our new ability out there and let's get it into the game in a big way. And maybe not, because of the argument you just raised. But I think at least I would have to expect that they'll be eager to put some new monsters into play that are going to have Bloodlust in the regular rank battle. I don't believe for a second that Grum will be the only one. And I would think that would look like maybe 1 per splinter, maybe 1 legendary per splinter ultimately ends up having it. What do you think about that?
I would say eventually I can see it, but I mean, from just looking at the airdrops that we have left for Chaos Legion, I don't think it's going to happen for this.
Yeah, but they could be new reward cards, or they could be in the next, say, 6 months. There could be even promo cards that come out. Yeah, Rift Watchers.